Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I've been lucky enough to get another 2 of these blue water barrels, and what I do is cut a piece out, and then that slips inside there, just like that, and I do cut the holes in the top to let any rainwater flow through, keeps the light out, and keeps the rainwater fresher for longer. And obviously today it's all about the Kondor potatoes and how I'm going to be growing them. In a previous video you would have seen me marking out a barrel. This is the second barrel because I had a little thought about how big I'd made the other one, and I'm thinking about taking the top stopper out of there like there is on the other one, and taking that corner out so I've got easy access for watering, etc. Because the previous one we were only going to cut it to there and to those marks, but I've actually cut it a bit further, which relates to this one, this side. Now it's only hinged there, which is not what I was told to do. You cut it all off and then you pop it back together, but if I can get that to hinge back, it's only got to be done 2 or 3 times a year, and if it lasts that long for a couple of years, then I can put some hinges on it afterwards. But that is going to give me plenty of access to get the organic materials in there for the Kondor potatoes, get plenty in. So afterthoughts, watering, the 2 holes are for where we pop the potatoes, so when it's closed up it'll look roughly like that. May have to cable tie it, not a problem, but I haven't done any holes in the side yet. I can do that afterwards. Do I want a sump or do I just take the bung out? I'm not sure at the moment. It's always best to have a little think first, see what happens, perhaps put a bit of water in the bottom, see how it sits, see how much water we need to have a bit of a reservoir, but not too much as to rot the potatoes. So let's have a little look at the potatoes that we've got. After this little clip here, we'll be having a look at all the seeds that we've been chitting for the seeds for March to sow, etc. to chit. Basically the Kondor potatoes grow really funny shapes and extra nodules on them, which is exactly what you want for a giant potato. There's its bum and there's the chits coming out the top. So I'm going to be cutting some of these up. This was the biggest one, but it fell off the fridge inside and broke in half. Not a problem. There's a nice chit there, and some chits there. So I'm going to be slicing these up, similar to what Steve at Digwell's green figures did, and we'll be getting those so that we can have what we need, and we can remove what we don't. I'll either dig these out or I'll take another slice, but I'll let them ponder for now. This is very squidgy there, so I want to be careful with that. We want these to callus over before we plant them up. We've got not much there, so we'll just slice that there, and we'll leave that. We might get something off that. We'll leave that to chit away. But you can see what I'm trying to do, and it's the chit that produces the potatoes, not the actual potato itself. That just gives it the energy to grow for starters. So I'll have a look at these, but you can see the idea, and there's only 1 chit on there, so I'm going to leave that a little bit longer, but some of these others I'm going to let callus over, and we'll see what we've got. Again, there's only 1 chit on that one, so I may just plant that one whole. See how many we've got. We'll pick the 2 best for the barrels, 4 best for the barrels, and then we'll see. I have got some of my own Kondors, but these were from one of Clive, who's a really good giant potato grower, and he's given me all these tips to try and get a giant potato for Malvern. Further updates later on in the year, but let's have a look, see what we've got, what I've been doing and how much I've been chitting. So this is my greenhouse, this is my grow room. Thinking ahead too much. That's the greenhouse grow room, and we've got lots of things going on. But thank you to the person who spotted the fungus gnats. I've managed to get rid of the flies, but I think I've got an issue now with the ones, the grubs, so I'm tackling those the best I can. But lots going on in there. But today I just wanted to show you an update on some of the chitting. Now this is the first tray I chitted on the 13th of the 2nd, and some of the seeds haven't grown, but those Purple Beauty have just started to chit now, so they do take a long time, and at least they haven't taken up valuable space. So this is the March sowing. We've got some of the broad beans. Is it the March sowing? Sorry, this is February. There's another couple of Marie Curie's crimson, and those have started chitting there. I normally take them once the leaves show, and I do believe somewhere else there in the middle of the screen we've got another one just started, and we go on to the March chitting, and you can see there the Crispus F1s are going well. The Red Bull Brussels from Danny. Tomatoes do take a little bit longer, but most of the brassicas there are all chitting away. Move down to the second tray again. We've got tomatoes there on the left, and some sunflowers there just started to come. Some more sunflowers. The harlequins there. Sorry about the light. Some more Shed Wars chocolate sunflowers, but I do prefer to chit them, and that way they don't take up as much room. They go below, down at the bottom there by the heater, and I brought them up at the top, some of them, to help the peppers along, just to make sure they're getting the right amount of heat. It works well for me. Now I've got the broad beans in, I've got lots of spare pots. I've had to order some more pots as well, square ones. I'm going for square. Ordered a bit of a mixture so that we can get these potted up. Got some more lettuce in that corner. There's the crimson broad beans, lovely flower from Marie Curie, and the celery is just started to come through now. That was the last lot of celery discovery that I've planted, sowed, and those two there, it does take a long time. They're on the surface, not covered up, and they do come through eventually. Thumbs up, thumbs down for the interaction, please. Leave me a comment. Do appreciate all the comments. I learned so much from the comments. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. Spring bunching onions. Homemade seed compost experiment, microwave and not. Won't be long before I get that New Zealand spinach up to the allotment. It was better in heat. And the potatoes are growing too well. Some nice new potatoes in April.